Hi, my name is Sarah. This is my son Silas. Today we will be baking a dish called barbecue chicken and roasted sweet potatoes. First things first, before we start cooking, we always wash our hands. Then we're going to heat up the oven. We're going to preheat it to 400 degrees today to get it nice and warm for when we're ready for our ingredients. So the list of ingredients today we will be using are 2 sweet potatoes. You are going to need 1 large onion. You're going to use 2 tablespoons of olive oil and divide it. You will also need half a teaspoon of garlic powder. You will need half a teaspoon of chili powder. Next, you will use a bag of frozen broccoli, or you can use 1 head of fresh broccoli. You'll use half a cup of barbecue sauce. We have here our sugar-free barbecue sauce. It's honey flavored. This is an amazing brand that we like to use. And you will also need 1 pound of chicken. After you have all your ingredients together, you're going to take your sweet potatoes, you're going to dump them into a bowl. Hot mommy. Next, you're going to take your onion and dump that in. You're going to take your 1 tablespoon of olive oil and you're going to drizzle it over. You're going to take your garlic powder, spread it out evenly, and then we're going to take the chili powder and dump that in. Once that's all in, combined, you're going to take your hands and you're going to lightly mix it all together. Make sure the olive oil is getting on all of the vegetables. And then once it's all together, we're going to spread it out evenly on the baking sheet. Spread it all out. Make sure it's all even. You can do it with a spatula or your hands. Make sure it's all even, spread out so they'll roast nice and evenly. Then we will take your baking sheet. We're going to bring it over to the oven. The oven should be all warmed up and heated, ready to go at 400 degrees. You'll pop them in and put 20 minutes on the timer. Potatoes are cooking. We're going to prep our broccoli and our chicken. So we're going to take half of a tablespoon of olive oil. We're going to drizzle on our broccoli. Silas is now going to mix this up with a spoon. And we're going to take our chicken that we cut up. We're going to pour it into the bowl. Then we're going to take a 1/4 cup of barbecue sauce. And we're going to drizzle that on the chicken. You're going to save the rest of this for later on in the recipe. I like to use a lid. I feel like it's easy to toss chicken and get all the barbecue sauce and all the pieces. Just make sure your lid's on tight and coat that all up. Now that the broccoli and the chicken's prepped, we're going to wait for the sweet potatoes to be finished and then we'll continue cooking. So once your potatoes are nice and ready, you take them out, and now we're going to add the broccoli and the chicken. So what I like to do is, because it's hot, I'm going to take my spatula and I'm going to move them all the way to the left. That way we make room for the broccoli and the chicken to come on. So try to push them over as fast as you can. Buddy, it's hot, so just be careful, okay? Don't touch the pan, okay? So next we're going to take the broccoli. You can help me, Si. Take the spoon. Here, take the spoon. And you're going to push the broccoli all in the center. Good job, thank you. And then next we're going to take the chicken and we're going to put that all the way to the right. Take the spoon. Good job. And once you have all of the chicken on and the broccoli, you have your chicken and your broccoli all spread out on the pan. It's ready to go back in. Now you're going to put it back in for 20 more minutes, and then it will be nice and ready. Once your 20 minutes is up, you're going to pull out the dish. Once you pull it out of the oven, you want to make sure your chicken is at 165 degrees. So once we check it and we make sure it's at the right temperature, you're going to drizzle with the remaining of the barbecue sauce, drizzle on top, and then you're going to serve warm. Thank you so much for cooking with us today in our kitchen. We had a lot of fun. We're going to go enjoy this warm meal together, and we hope to cook it with you guys next time.